Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
Bart here.
We got something that's broken.
Ooh, Broken Barrel Whiskey Company.
And Bart's not responsible.
Ooh, not me, not this time, but we are going to test it.
Broken Barrel Whiskey style.
Staves in the barrel, baby. Staves in the barrel. All right, we are in. So, we looked this up. Normally, we don't do the research because
We want you to.
but Broken Barrel Whiskey Company is out of California. And
Yes.
the whiskey, it appears, is out of Owensboro, Kentucky.
Distilling.
Yeah, or
Owensboro
it's
Distilling.
distilled there. And then they do both a mash bill statement on here, at least this bottle that we'll get to, and they do what's called an oak bill, which is the different staves that are dropped inside.
Yeah,
the
so
barrels.
the name Broken Barrel, they're taking old used casks, they're breaking them down, and then using those staves
like
to do different finishing techniques
Right.
with Owensboro juice.
Love it.
So we've got three different ones we're going to look at here, but we've got,
You want to go this? California, the California oak.
okay,
All right, which is, I'm going to say their mash bill is 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. But then the oak bill is the Central Coast Cabernet Staves, 80%, 20% new French oak. So that's interesting.
I think I like that one. I haven't tried these. You've dove into them.
And then if you want to talk
We've got the
about
cask strength, or Broken Barrel cask strength, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished with Broken Barrel staves, 115 proof, so 57.5% ABV,
this was 44%. So,
88 proof.
yep.
Mash bill on the cask strength Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 70% corn, 20% rye, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. Was that the same? 70, 21, and 9?
Quite. So, yep. 70, 21 rye and 9%
Same.
malted barley.
And the oak bill on the cask strength bourbon is 40% ex-bourbon staves,
Okay.
ex-bourbon barrels,
Got it.
40% new French oak, and 20% sherry
Cask
oak.
That's what this oak bill is. However, on this Heresy rye, which is 52.5 ABV, 105 proof, the mash bill, 95.5. So 95% rye, 5% malted barley, so 95.5. And then oak bill, like you just said, is ex-bourbon barrels. New French oak is 40%, 40% on the other, and 20% on the sherry cask, the sherry cask oak. Now we have two other ones that we have over here that we'll do later. We didn't want to sit down and do all five, so we'll do those other two a little bit later. But kind of an interesting little experiment.
Let's start with the California oak one here.
Okay.
It's the lightest ABV anyway. At, what was it, 44%?
Perfect.
So, almost a malty nose.
Yeah, definitely get the malt
Sweet.
with those oak. The oak wood is in there like a wet oak.
Tangy. It's actually making me salivate. On the back,
That was doing the
back of my
same thing
mouth.
to me. Wow.
Wow,
It actually
yeah.
did do that.
I think that's the, is it Chardonnay?
Yes, Cabernet.
Cabernet.
Central Coast Cabernet Staves and the new French oak.
You just say cab.
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 Sorry. The cab.
For you wine lovers out there. It's a nice cab. Yeah, nice nose. Sweeter. Almost a little malty, a little dusty oak. I think that wine finish staves coming through.
Yeah. Wow. How do I pin this one down? It's got a lighter, sweeter flavor. Oak. Oak root beer barrel coming through on the finish. Yeah. I'll let you go there. That was interesting.
Actually a little lighter on the palate than I was expecting. I wanted a little bit more richness. At 44% though, feels a little light, but it's sweet, it's smooth, honeyed, almost citrus notes, vanillas.
I like that root beer barrel finish.
Root beer barrel, kind of a marshmallow cream, almost like a root beer float.
Okay, yeah.
On vanilla ice cream,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of whipped cream on top, a cherry. I haven't had that for a long
Still
time.
surprised, yeah. 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. It's an interesting mash bill.
I think nice subtle influence here from those wine staves. Really nice sipper here overall.
It is, yeah.
Doesn't feel that old though. Little bit. I mean, it doesn't. The youth isn't showing, but it doesn't feel like it has the depth of an older whiskey here. But nice, smooth, nice sippable palate. Very delicious. I like the wine cask influence on that one.
Let's see.
By the way, we've got these new wood bamboo barrel Glencairn toppers. Actually, you can push them down in there. They got a rubber grommet, as Bart calls it.
I call it a grommet.
We're going to go on to the rye.
Seals it in. I've got a glass for each
Rye
of us.
whiskey.
Now, I love
Rye whiskey.
Yes. I will tell you, when I was sampling through all 5 of these, the California was the one. The California oak was the one that I was like, I don't know what I'll think of this. And it was actually, even though it came in lighter, it was one of my favorites when I just quickly sampled all 5. So, and those are interesting.
Yeah,
little
well, so
supplements.
straight rye whiskey, so aged a minimum of 2 years in new charred oak, but then aged a minimum of 30 days with the barrel staves added.
Which on
this one, again, just a refresher, is ex-bourbon barrels, new French oak, and sherry cask oak.
Now, I'm a rye lover.
Is that the same on all of them, though?
No, just those 2.
Oh, that's true, because that one,
that one's different.
All right.
So I liked American ryes before I got into bourbons. So I'm always looking for a nice rye. And with ryes, I'm usually either getting those peppery notes and a lot of spark and punch, or you'll get dill flavors coming in. I'm not smelling dill. You tried to capture some of it, didn't you?
I was. It's pretty light. Light nose on this one, but dusty. I want maybe a little bit of dusty orange zest. Rye is one of those orange zests you get with some ryes.
I went in on the taste already.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. Well, I tried a little bit. This is nice. What's weird is I described this first flavor. I feel like cactus. I get this like cactus juice kind of sweetness on there. Not that I've ever had cactus juice, but I don't know why it maybe it's a green, which is rye's got that green in there. It's light, it's sweet. Let me come in again.
Well, it's not as light as the California. The ABV definitely showing here. Actually, a little bit richer on the palate, I think, than the California oak. But actually, I'm 96% rye, and I'm looking for some of those usual rye notes that aren't there.
There's not a pepper punch.
No,
There's no dill.
Not really spicy. More of that orange zest, sweet citrusy, dusty. Maybe even some green apple.
Yeah, I get, like I said, I don't know
cinnamon.
why, but yeah, I get these green, like the juice of a cactus. Let me put a little water in this. I want to see if it changes it up a little bit. Again, it's great sipper. You first. Boom.
Another one.
Want more of that? Okay, boom. Coming in here, go heavy.
52.5% ABV on the rye.
Right.
Nice finish. It's hanging on.
Nose is still a little bit dusty, sweet.
I'm not the biggest rye fan because to me some are there's that spiciness sometimes. The younger ryes I don't usually care for.
Okay.
I'm not getting a lot of those notes though with this one.
No, I don't get a raw, young, powerful punch rye.
Yeah.
And I like that. I love ryes for that.
This one kind of reminds me more of the Sazerac or the Thomas H. Handy Sazerac, more sweeter.
Yeah.
Citrusy, orangey.
Definitely citrus, orange zest.
And
I get an orange zest here. Very nice.
Yeah, it really even a little bit of cinnamon, some ginger, those kind of rye notes. Maybe that's some of those barrel staves are toning down that rye.
Could be 52.5 ABV. Again, ex-bourbon barrels, 40% new French oak, 20% sherry cask oak. I don't pick up any of that. The sherry.
I think it could be bringing in some of that sweetness. I mean, you do kind of get not just, orange zest or citrus. There is kind of a a darker sweetness. Molasses almost.
God, I love the
Maple.
nose here.
Maple syrupy.
Yeah, but that orange.
Could be some of the sherry, kind of the rye notes mixing with some of that sherry a little bit, making them a little bit different. I like it though. It's a nice palate, nice finish.
Still that orange on the nose. One of my favorites. Do you want
Another glass, or are we going to double up
I
here?
think I'm running out. Yeah, but that one's clean, and I will grab this one. Also,
I will pour yours first.
thank you. That would be the proper thing to do.
Just with this, finally with the third one.
Never pour yours first. We got lamb basted because we're always pouring ourselves first. I know. We don't stand on ceremony here.
Okay. All right, the barrel. Moving on to the barrel strength. 52. Is that the same? 57.5.
Yeah, I can kind of smell the punch in there a little bit. Wow, a little more peppery. What else? Oak. Peppery and oaky. Like a little bit of char as well. The truth is in the barrel. Barrel aged with barrel staves.
I think maybe my nose is wearing out on me on the third one here. But
I like how he calls himself the barrel breaker. Seth
I get
Behan. I can't quite read the black on silver.
I get kind of a different, almost like a Colorado single malt, almost like a little bit of a pine or a forestry
Okay.
wood.
Those raw oaks coming through. Okay, yeah, I could see
A
that.
little different.
Yeah. Standing in a forest. I grew up in the mountains.
Cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Too much.
All right. Let's get on the palate. Oh, my nose is itching.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. It's weird. It's even warmer on my palate. And the oak shining through. Caramel's in the finish. Caramel cream.
Caramel green apple.
All right.
You're dipping some green apples in caramel.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah,
You go.
that's rich. More depth here than the other two. Most depth I've seen, I think.
Definitely.
Wow. Cinnamon, cherry cola, vanilla cream, char.
Wow. Finish keeps going.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good one to end with.
That was good. It's got that warm, velvety feeling all the way through. A little bit of like a caramel hard candy, subtle caramel hard candy finish that's still lingering. Ooh. What's the ABV?
57.5.
It's good. It's punching
nice.
above that even.
Yeah.
So I was starting to think, is that a 59, 60? Wow.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of richness on there. So very
really nice.
That was a good climb.
Yeah, and there's a lot. I mean, I can't even really say it's like standard bourbon notes where it's like brown sugar, vanilla, caramels.
No.
This is, I think these other staves are having a nice impact here.
Yeah.
They've really
They're
added
stretching
in
it out.
what do we have? That green apple with the caramel,
Right.
like kind of that Halloween time when you take apples and dip them in the milk.
70% corn.
Cherry. What else did I have? Marshmallow cream. Yeah.
That is interesting. That is very different. One thing that bourbons will do for me sometimes is feel a little samey. And this is definitely juggling that up. Wow. Sorry. I didn't give you a dip at all. I got all confused. I got corn fused in there. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, the nose picks up some raw wood in there. Almost like I can get a little bit of the rye, a little bit of rye dill in the nose too.
Fudge.
Wow.
Sea salt caramel fudge. Green
What else?
apples, caramel,
Yeah, that's a good nose.
marshmallow cream, cherry, oak, char. Simply the best.
Wow. I wouldn't say the water changed it up. It kind of curbed a little bit of that velvety mouthfeel. And maybe a little bit sweeter with the water coming in.
Woo!
Really? What you got? Oh, gotcha.
Wow. Really, water really expanding it, letting everything kind of open up. Not any more notes, but yeah, it's opened up some of those oak tannins, I think, and really made them grab onto the palate. Very nice.
So
I like that.
I'm not good.
I liked them all, but that one is phenomenal.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Very nice. Now we got 2 other ones left to go. So later, we'll do the Americana, which is 100 proof. And later we'll do what's called the small batch. So that'll come in later. Very nice.
Yeah. If you see Broken Barrel, check them out. Now these were sent to us.
They were,
Did we
they were
mention
sent.
that?
I don't know if we said that. No, I'll put a little note up there. Sent to us. I think we said something. If not,
We had a couple of
flash.
ambassadors all of a sudden reach out and send us. We had the Traverse City as well,
Right.
and these several bottles.
I
sent
like
to
to
us on
say
the-
after 10 years, after 10 years of doing this show, finally a couple places noticed it. And they were like, we would like the dummies to take a look at our broken barrels.
Yeah.
And in they came. Because I've never
I'm-
seen these. Have you seen these?
That's what I was
before?
just trying to
Yeah,
think
I
if
haven't
I've
seen 'em.
seen Broken Barrel in our area.
We're in
Maybe.
Kansas. He does most 95.9% of the shopping, maybe more. Yeah, I haven't seen them.
Give or take. Do we want to score them? Do we want to do anything? Or you got this
I
Cask
want to
drink
score
one
this.
blows it out of the
Yeah,
water.
it does. That one is really, really nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that an 89.
I'm going 90.
Okay,
91,
that's really
91.
Okay, that's a really good example of what they're putting out. For ryes, I love ryes. This is a sweet, smooth rye. And then this California, the Americana's over there, the California oak kind of catches me off guard with this 70% corn, 21% rye, 9 malted, and then the Cabernet stuff going on.
Yeah.
Cab. So,
Yeah.
very nice. If you see this, check it out. This is a deal that they're really playing around with those staves, and I like it. Usually
I'm
I get nervous.
I'm sure they get tired of hearing it,
What?
but I would like to see that at a higher.
Really?
That California oak at 44%.
Yeah. You want?
I think there was
like
some good
48.
influence coming in from those cab staves.
You want a 50?
At least, we got rye at 52.5, and then the bourbon at 57.5.
Fair enough.
That one was good. Really smooth, really light. Great sipper, but I think a higher ABV on that one really catapult that one.
The truth is in the barrel aged with barrel staves. All right. You can help support the show by going to Patreon, looking up Scotch Test Dummies. You can support us for as little as $1 a show. You can go up to 2 or 3. I've had some fans telling me I need to bump up and have a $5 range in there. I need to get on that. I haven't got on that yet, but I should. And where can they get this apparel you're wearing?
Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can buy shirts and hats and glasses, coins. We got bamboo barrel.
We got burnt
caps.
staves ourselves that you can do. We use that all the time.
Helps keep the lights on, helps support the show.
That's right.
And like we said, these bottles were sent to us. 98% of the bottles we review, we buy ourselves. Those do not work
Glencairn.
on the
Glencairn
Copitas.
only, yes. Copitas no, Glencairns, yes. Scotch It, you Scotch guys.
Cilantro. Dummies.